You're gonna honk the car horn with your penis? I'm driving, so we better not happen.
Oh crap! That's right. I rode it with you today.
You son of a.
Hold still, Justin. We're going in
Can
the
you imagine
ditch.
the looks we would get if we drove by and your penis was honking my horn and I was driving?
That would be hilarious.
It's Hotlanta. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So it's the last segment of the show, and I brought back a segment we used on season 2 on the Dirty South TV, the list, the TMI show list. Since our TMI show question of the day was about body parts, I thought, how about some interesting, fun facts about body parts? Did you know that your tongue has a distinctive print, like a fingerprint? Everyone has a unique tongue print, so you know, if you're going to stick your tongue where it doesn't belong, you could actually get in trouble for it. You can be tracked back.
I was going to say, they're going to start IDing us by our tongue print now?
Can you imagine they have to, how do they ink your tongue? And you can't do that. But
they could scan it.
I never thought of that, but it makes sense, right? I mean,
we just made something up.
Those little no, this is a real thing.
No. We just made up a tongue scanner, so now we can be rich.
Tongue scanner, yeah.
Yeah, identified by your tongue.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a little creepy. Tongue scanners. Wow. How about? Did you know shedding? Your pet is not the only one in the house with a shedding problem. Humans shed over 600,000 particles of skin every hour.
Really? Every hour?
Every hour.
We've been here for like 2 hours.
This place is covered with skin.
Oh, gross! I want to take a bath.
That works out to about 1.5 pounds a year. The average person loses about 105 pounds of skin by age 70. Ooh.
That's a lot of skin.
That's a lot of skin to lose.
A lot of epidermis.
Yeah. Especially, there's probably more skin if you work in some difficult industry like construction or some rough. If you work at the sandpaper factory. An adult has fewer bones in their body than a baby. Did you know that?
How is that possible?
That is possible because we start out our lives as babies with 350 bones, but because bones fuse together during growth by an adult, by the time we're adults, it's only 206 bones.
Wow.
And occasionally on date night, it's 207 bones. Hey,
Giggity.
now. Giggity. This is something I didn't know. Your stomach, did you realize that you get a new stomach lining every 3 to 4 days?
Really?
The stomach lining.
Maybe that's why I went to the bathroom today. I got a new lining.
Your new lining?
I was waiting.
I think your problem was a little lower.
Yeah, well, maybe I had to have it delivered special.
we have an intestine fact later, but if your stomach lining did not refresh itself every couple days, basically the acids in your stomach would eat your stomach. Your stomach would digest your stomach.
Ooh, delicious.
I don't want to eat my stomach.
My science teacher told me once that like a drop of stomach acid could eat through a desk, like a whole desk.
Wow,
that's a lot. Just a drop.
Really? That's major acid. I'm not planning on eating anything that tough.
I'm not going to eat any acid. Not today.
Do you know your nose is not as sensitive as your dog's, but it can remember 50,000 different smells, scents.
Wow.
You know, that sounds like too much, especially if you have to visit one of those hoarders' houses on TV. Thank God there's not smell-o-vision, because you couldn't watch that show.
You wouldn't be able to decipher anything. You'd be like, it smells like crap.
You've seen that show, right?
Unfortunately.
People walk through trails, like they have little narrow passages. They have rotting animals. They have rotting food. It's
I saw the one with the rotten cats.
People are disgusting. You look at hoarders and you're like, so that person should be removed or have heavy mental issues looked into. Speaking of your intestines, specifically yours, the small intestine is about 4 times as long as the adult average adult is tall. And if your intestine wasn't looped back and forth upon itself, its length at 18 to 23 feet wouldn't fit into the abdominal cavity, making things a little messy.
A little tight.
Yeah, like, imagine if your intestines were draped around you. I mean, that can't be healthy.
It'd be the best bathrobe ever.
One of the best scenes from Walking Dead is when they had to take the zombie intestines and drape them on themselves to try to fool the zombies and smelling like them. You have to see that show.
I have to watch it.
That
from
was
the
a
beginning.
nasty. That was one of the nastiest first season shows where they took zombie body parts to try to disguise themselves, and then it started raining. And they're like, "Run for it!"
I can't. I apologize to my my friend Anthony and his sister Rochelle because I have not watched the show and he is part of it, and I apologize. I'll start from the beginning and watch.
You have to. You know the source of smelly feet, like smelly armpits, is sweat. People sweat buckets from their feet. A pair of feet have 500,000 sweat glands and can produce more than a pint of sweat a day.
What,
a
from your
pint?
feet?
Can you believe it? That seems like way too much. That's why you need absorbent socks so you don't slip out of your shoes, I guess. A sneeze speed. Sneezing is one of the most grossest things people do on a regular basis. I always try to sneeze in the elbow pit, I guess, because it doesn't go everywhere. The air from a human sneeze can travel at speeds of 100 miles an hour or more. Another good reason to cover your nose when you sneeze, like I said. Oh, we should wrap it up, haven't we? Okay, well, that was the list. You know, I guess our list is a little longer because we happen to comment on it. I wish we could have gotten to some of these, but follow us on Twitter at the TMI Show at Twitter. Download our mobile app for Android and Apple called TuneIn. And if you want to email me, it's Justin at WSCTworldwide.com.
And I am Rohawk, WSCTworldwide at gmail.com.
This has been the TMI Show with Justin Berkey and
the Rohawk. We'd like to say a shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
BP, the Amari Group, New Barter, Innovative Wood, Simply Compute, and our magazine Urban Uncut, which will be debuted shortly, folks.
Ooh, yeah. This has been Season 3, Episode 6. Check us out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 to 4. And until next time, keep your whistle wet and your britches dry.
See you when we see you.
Goodbye.